Marvel Cinematic Universe was perfect. Let's look at this video. This video is covering the whole saga from 2008 all the way to 2019. So let's start. Iron Man and is the exact same, and Incredible Hulk is just the only thing that's changed is like Hulk. That's it. That's just Hulk. So next is 2009 comes Fantastic Four. Here shows their origin story, and the main focus here is the Thing. He makes center stage. Fantastic Four follows the group's origin story, of course. Then it cuts to everything from until the bar scene from Fantastic Four, the 2005 movie. And then we're introduced to her father, which he doesn't approve of. Then he finds Clay, which was radioactively like the same radioactivity as the Fantastic Four. Then he makes Clay that can maybe ruin the Fantastic Four's image, but even though it's like a bit damaged, but it's not broken completely. And also the casting wise, it's the exact same, except for one change. Zac Efron will be playing the Human Torch, since Chris Evans will be our Captain America next. 2010 comes Iron Man 2 and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Iron Man 2 is the exact same, unfortunately. And Ant-Man and the Wasp follows Hank Pym after the death of his wife, Maria, as he works for S.H.I.E.L.D. and works with his colleagues, Vernon Van Dyne, which is chief among them, and also Darren Cross. So, then, then Vernon Van Dyne introduces Hank to his daughter, Janet, so they become lovers even though they're absolutely the exact opposite of each other. And the villain is, of course, MODOK, because you know what the next villain is. Next is Thor. Next, Thor and Captain America: The First Avenger are both the exact same. And also, the Incredible Hulk movie we released this time, The Incredible Hulk with a sequel. Well, this movie follows the Hulk, while being hunted by the military, is trying to control rage as the Hulk, and the villain is the leader. Next is the Avengers and the X. Next, 2012. The culmination of saga of this few movies are the Avengers. The Avengers are just the comic book lineup, but and also instead of Hawkeye being there, instead of Hawkeye being mind controlled by Loki, it's Hank Pym. And also the roles are swapped anyways. Next is X-Men. Not with the story from the first X-Men movie, but it makes it way better. Also, there's like more comic book accurate suits. The cast like are 9% from of course, like of the prequel trilogy. Like, everybody except Professor X and Magneto. They're played by Mark Strong and Jason Isaacs, respectively. Wolverine is played by Henry Cavill, and then it's like they're wearing their comic book accurate suits. Next is Phase 2 with Iron Man 3 and Thor: Dark World. They're the exact same as always. So next is Fantastic Four: Doomsday. The main focus here is on Reed Richards, as this starts as a flashback. They're in college. Victor Von Doom, who is a guy at the time, it's practically an explosion which turns his face into a pizza face, and then he goes back to Latveria, and then he still steals a mask. Then years later, he reemerges as Doctor Doom. As he tries to destroy the Four, as Reed trying to put more effort into his work, he forgets all about his family. So the main focus here is on Reed Richards. So that's it. That's the rough outline of it. Next is Captain America: The Winter Soldier and The Amazing Spider-Man. Captain America: The Winter Soldier was the exact same, except introducing Hawkeye and Black Widow. So that's it. Next is The Amazing Spider-Man, which is practically the origin story. It combines Spider-Man 1 with the villain Spider-Man Homecoming, and so Dr. Octopus is teased at the end. Amazing Spider-Man follows Peter Parker, played by Andrew Garfield. Like, it's just the 2001 movie, but instead of the Lizard being the villain, it's the Vulture. Like, the same story ensues, so next is also Guardians of the Galaxy are the exact same. Ant-Man the Wasp, Ultron, is practically following Hank Pym making Ultron, and Ultron is the villain here, so that's it. Age of Ultron, the exact same, except for the creator, who's instead Hank Pym. And also, next is 2016, Phase 3. First, we have X-Men X2. So, X-Men United follows after the events of the X-Men. Well, the government wants to get rid of mutants, and then Bolivar Trask swears that he'll make robots named the Sentinels who only kill bad mutants. Actually, they kill all mutants. So practically, they are all globally. So they try the X-Men go international. They go to different countries to get different members of the X-Men, and also to protect all mutant kinds. Civil War is the exact same, except for Tom Holland, who doesn't appear in this movie instead. It's Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. Next is Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk is just like the animated movie, so that's it. So next is the Spectacular Spider-Man, who starts off 2017 with it's practically just it's actually just Spider-Man Far From Home, but with the cast of the Amazing Spider-Man. That's it. Next is Thor Ragnarok and Guardians Volume 2. Those are the exact same movies. Doctor Strange also releases here, and also the exact same. We just realized I accidentally made Spider-Man into 27. Also, I'm gonna make a change to Civil War, and instead of Spider-Man appearing, instead it's gonna be Hawkeye. Instead, it's gonna be, well, the Ant-Man. So Doctor Strange is roughly the exact same. The Spectacular Spider-Man follows Peter Parker as he's fighting a new criminal, the Kingpin, as he forms the Sinister Six. He's the mastermind behind this. And also Daredevil appears. Next is Avengers Infinity War. It's just the exact same without Ant-Man appearing. Yeah, it's the exact same. Quantumania is just Ant-Man being stuck in the quantum realm for many years, and then the new Ant-Man, Scott Lang, saves them from the quantum realm. But unfortunately, Hank has gone mad and became the Yellow Jacket. So, and then he went crazy and then he killed Janet, but which snaps him back. So unfortunately, the Wasp lives until it's really unfortunate. The next is Avengers Endgame is the exact same. They culminate the trilogy of the Fantastic Four. It's Rise of the Silver Surfer. Yeah, it's just the exact same movie, but like the Surfer is the exact same. Everything's the exact same except Fantastic Four still appears. Spider-Man appears. Everybody appears. Also, the Wasp is brought back to life here in the Endgame. So the Rise of Silver Surfer just uplifts the story, like the some story elements. And also the focus is put on Sue this time. So it's it's practically comes to Silver. It starts at the opening and then like just that. So also the only change I'm gonna make to the TV shows is Iron Fist is actually gonna be wearing a costume. Like he's actually gonna be wearing a costume. This beautiful drawing by this beautiful artist. So see you next time, guys.